Alrighty, guys. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome in here, Slaughterhouse Sports, and we're going to review Tom Tupoi. Tom Tupoi Jr., okay, also known as Tom. And he plays at Mater Dei in right outside of Los Angeles. Mater Dei is, Bryce Young. It's JT Daniels. It's the it's the best high school football in the country. Mater Dei and Santa Margarita Catholic, these are the powers. And Oregon was dominating, pretty much at Mater Dei. Oregon has an in at Mater Dei. And now USC has just upped their game so much. And really, I look at the Oregon, Tony Toyote is the Oregon defensive line coach. He had a really good relationship here with Tom Tupoi Jr. And for USC to be back in this game, Eric Henderson, this defensive line is so special. They just got Malik Brooks the other day. USC also was able to get the kid that I love, Katoanga, who plays at Santa Margarita Catholic. He's a phenomenal kind of 4-3 edge guy. But let's look at Tom. Let's look at Tupoi Jr., okay? I've seen him in camps. He's an alpha. He's really, really confident. He destroys people in reps. There he blows up a play. It goes unblocked. What you're going to see here during this tape is he plays with incredibly nasty hands. He's great as a nose guard. You can get speed rushers around him. That stunt's going to work because, Tom is such a big guy, that he's going to wedge out space. He seeks contact. He's such an alpha. He has real NFL upside. I'm talking early round NFL upside talent. This player has all the size, all the measurables. He has great motor. He really is a phenomenal prospect. And, for Mater Dei, for Oregon, maybe Oregon, they're just getting outspent or USC is just out recruiting them. There's no ifs, ands, or buts behind it. There's a quarterback that is out there named Jared Curtis out in Nashville, and Oregon, maybe they're saving up to try to beat Georgia with Jared Curtis, but they're losing right now. USC and Chad Bowden, they're answering the call. Now, it is early on in the process, but USC is answering the call, and they just added a wide receiver today that we're also going to see. But you look at Tom, he's nasty. Look at him right here, make a play. I think Jeremiah Johnson last year was a D tackle that was from Southern Cal, might have went to a school Mater Dei or something. Oregon was able to get him. He's a freshman. Elijah Rushing on Oregon has to be fantastic because he's a 5-star from Arizona. You want to see him turn into Mateo Yu, and Mateo Yu's going to be a junior. Mateo Yu can blow up and have 13 sacks for Oregon this year. But look right here at it really is competition now. All right, so his hand usage is violent. You want violent hands, and he swipes and finishes while moving. He can get up the field. He can make plays. Is he going to want to dance laterally and do all the fancy stuff side to side? I don't think that's his game. I think he can go pretty straight line. Against the run, he'll obviously be an asset, but I actually see he gives more pass rush moves than most guys. So in terms of the D linemen that are even on USC or that are even in this cycle, for a defensive tackle, I could see him getting 6 or 7 sacks in a season if he stays healthy because he has such violent hands. He is athletic going forward, and he's not very easy to block. So USC has to surround Tom with more talent. Katoanga is a guy, KT Katoanga from Santa Margarita Catholic is a 4-star edge. You have to continue to get edges so that you continue to make his job easier and vice versa. He's going to make edges' jobs much easier. If you're a linebacker, USC now can pair this defense with Danton Lynn with really fast, kind of undersized linebackers. If you want to go undersized and save money, USC can do that because you can pay Tom big bucks. He's well worth it. And Tom can take on blocks so that you can just have like a speeding, shorter linebacker like a Nakobe Dean that comes in and just makes plays. All right. So he, again, like this is just a great recruit for USC. This is really interesting. I'm probably going to also do a video just on the brilliance right now of Jen Cohen and Chad Bowden. And the proof is in the pudding right now. Like, I'm really impressed. They flipped Jonas Williams from Oregon, and now they flipped Tom from Oregon. And Dan Lanning, Tony Toyota, like Tosh Lupoi, like these guys are all elite recruiters on the West Coast now. So when you're beating Oregon, like that isn't a joke. We can get even past the Phil Knight point of view. When you're beating Oregon with Marshall Malkow and Dan Lanning and Lupoi, these are the absolute pros of pros in college football. I'd rank them maybe the number one recruiting staff in the country. They're right up there, Ohio State, Texas, like Oregon's top three. And you now have a team in USC that was hovering around, I'd say maybe the 15th best recruiting outfit. Right now, they've surged from from an all right recruiting outfit to one that is like really hitting its potential. Like, you're talking about contending for a Big Ten championship. If you hold this class together, this is as special of a class as I can remember at USC. And I'm telling you, 15 years. And it's insane. You have to go back to when we were in middle school in 2007 for a class this good. You have to go back to Cushing and of course Matt Leinart and Barkley and Reggie Bush and like all childhood heroes to people in their 30s right now for USC football or people who watch college football, because this player is going to be so exciting. And I think that Tom can get on the field early. You rotate him early as a freshman, and as a sophomore, he should be a starter. You rotate him as a freshman, gets the physicality of the Big Ten in, and I mean, he's so good, he could even be a 3-year guy and then even test waters of NFL if it all goes according to plan, because he's that good of a player. I'd have him as a high 4-star, borderline 5-star talent right now that USC gets in Tom Tupoi Jr. All right, so this is big time.